Right, well, today's the day. We're off to the Houses of Westminster, to the House of Commons, to announce the results of the BSI test into corrosion in central heating systems, because for 20 years the chemical inhibitor manufacturers have been saying that softened water is corrosive in central heating systems to aluminium boilers, and it's not true. And we're now going to tell the world, so watch this space.
But I'm delighted to introduce the second of today's sponsors, Harvey Bowden of Harvey's Water Systems.
Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and any lords that might be present, for giving us the opportunity today, and also to the HHIC for providing the forum. Now, the purpose of my presentation this afternoon is to dispel a myth that's been in our central heating industry for the last 20 years. And that myth has been put about by the chemical inhibitor manufacturers that softened water is corrosive to aluminium heat exchangers. And it's not true. Softened water has never been corrosive, it can't be. Now, my name is Harvey Bowden. I'm the founder and chairman of Harvey Water Softeners. We're the largest UK manufacturer of water softeners, we're the largest in Europe, and if anybody should know, I should. Let me tell you a very quick story. It's costing £1,000 a minute, so listen carefully. The first domestic water softener was installed in 1916, and for the first 70 years there was never a question about corrosion because there wasn't any. But during the 1980s, the introduction of condensing boilers introduced aluminium, and they had an awful lot of problems with corrosion. And the reason for that is that the corrosion inhibitors at that time were designed for cast iron, and when mixed with softened water, it caused all sorts of problems. So what happened in 1992, they introduced a British standard for water treatment for central heating systems, and they kind of said, well, you can't use softened water in central heating systems. And thus the myth was born. And we've lived with that for the last 20 years. Now, in 2006, the British standard was changed, and it said, well, you can use softened water, but you've got to use the right chemical inhibitor. But nobody takes any notice. And why is that? Well, there is a commercial advantage that if you do get corrosion with an aluminium heat exchanger, it's very easy to blame the softened water. And so we've been the scapegoat for the last 20 years for that reason. So a year ago, we commissioned BSI with their UKAS accredited laboratories to run a series of tests to prove that we're innocent, that we don't cause corrosion. And they've now published that report, and they say unequivocally that softened water is not corrosive to aluminium heat exchangers. And copies of that report are available after this presentation. We also have available Phil Munn from Midland Corrosion Services, who's been the consultant to BSI, who can answer any questions, and also Daniel Davis, formerly the technical manager for Fernox Chemical Inhibitors, is also available. Now, as a result of this confusion in the marketplace, the Energy Saving Trust have withheld the energy saving endorsement for water softeners. And yet we've got a payback period, probably the fastest in the industry, of about 5 years. So we're hoping that now that we've cleared this up, the Energy Saving Trust will actually go ahead and give water softeners the energy saving endorsement that they deserve. And we also hope that the boiler manufacturers will change their recommendation and come and talk to us about recommending softened water for all central heating installations. So thank you everybody for giving me the opportunity. If you'd like copies of the report, we'll be here after the meeting. Thank you.
Well, we've done it. It's taken us since 2004, but we're now starting to win the argument. So thank you for watching. This is the first step of the run, but we will change the industry's attitude towards softened water. We will win. Thank you.